Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got a puppy here that I'm petting. Really casual Sunday afternoon. I know the lighting's not the best. I had the time to do this, so I thought let's just jump in and film an Empties video while you have the spare few minutes. So pardon the casualness. This is home fragrance Empties for like mid to late November. I'm filming this right before Thanksgiving. I know you won't be seeing this until December, but I hope that you all had a great Thanksgiving. So this is a lot of fall wax, and then just now I'm really starting to want to get into winter wax. I'm over the fall scents. So I've been diving a little bit into holiday wax, and so you'll see touches of that here as well. I've got Scentsy and vendor wax, and like always, I will leave timestamps in the description box for every vendor that I talk about or when Scentsy starts. That way, if you just want to see certain vendors, you can go to that specific time in the video. But like always, we will start with Scentsy. I finished off a scent circle in Very Merry Cranberry. This was in my car the last week or so. I really enjoyed this scent. I don't really use a lot of cranberry other than in November and December. So when I do pull it out, it just really gives me holiday nostalgia. This is just a very fresh cranberry, no spices or anything like that. It was a nice scent. Then I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 bars. I'm gonna do these two first and do them together. I finished off a sweet plum pastry and then also a butter pecan. So I paired these together one day. This butter pecan was gifted to me from Natalie, so thank you so very much, Natalie. And this is a combination that Natalie usually does on Thanksgiving Day. I can't remember if she alternates warmers or if she does like a cube and a cube, but I alternated warmers, 2 cubes of sweet plum pastry, and then 2 cubes of butter pecan. This was a really great combination. Yeah, I wish I had more butter pecan, not only to melt on its own, but also to do this blend again. I loved just the added kind of bakeryness that the butter pecan added to the sweet plum pastry, because sweet plum pastry is a very tart scent to me. It doesn't have a lot of bakery notes to it. I love sweet plum pastry. This is one of the first scents that I ever really fell in love with. When I started in wax and started buying Scentsy and just home fragrance in general, I mean, sweet plum pastry was all the rage back then, but this was probably the first scent that I ever really fell in love with. And it is a powerhouse bar. I think I have a couple more. I did gift a lot of mine away because I had such a stock of them, and I still enjoy it a lot, but I don't love it like I used to. So I know I've given some away so other people can try a sweet plum pastry. Long story short though, a great combination, and I hope that both of these make a return someday. Then I finished off a bar of Very Vanilla. I melted this in my bedroom because I knew that this was a light bar. I had bought a few of them and I was kind of letting them sit because it is a beautiful fragrance, but it is really light. And so I was hopeful that if I bought some and let them sit, that it would get stronger. So I melted this whole bar in my bedroom, and this was so light. I mean, you can tell that there's something that, you know, something was in the warmers, but I couldn't really tell you too much about the bar. This has notes of vanilla and tonka bean. To me, this is a very perfumey vanilla scent. It is not bakery or gourmand in any way. Very perfumey, bedroom heavy vanilla, beautiful fragrance. I just wish it was a little bit stronger. So these next 3 Scentsy bars, this is where kind of my Christmas wax definitely is starting. I melted Olaf Warm Hugs. And now I know that this one is a fairly popular bar. I had never had it. This has notes of mint, vanilla, and woods. So I melted 2 cubes of this in my hall bathroom, and then I melted the other 6 cubes in my wax room, and this really is a beautiful fragrance. I could see why people really enjoyed this. It is not heavy on the mint at all. It's just a tiny touch of mint, but what I really get from this is the woods and the vanilla. Very creamy vanilla, very beautiful woodsy scent with just that touch of mint. Really nice bar. I don't have any more of this, but I enjoyed Olaf a lot. Then I melted one of my favorites, that is Candy Cane Buttercream. This is available in the catalog right now. This is peppermint, candy cane, vanilla bean, and buttercream. I love this one. This was part of the vanilla bean buttercream Scentspiration collection. To me, this is very vanilla bean buttercream heavy, and then you get just hints of that candy cane. So not a super heavy mint. It definitely is peppermint, but it's not overtaking. Really great kind of bakery vanilla heavy mint. I love candy cane buttercream so much. And then lastly for Scentsy, melted Meet at the Mistletoe. That would focus. So this is the December scent of the month for 2023, if I remember right. And I got a bar of this and I melted it, and I remember it being so very light. So I wasn't too worried about getting any more of it back then. Well, sometime over this year, there was a flash sale that this was in a bundle with some other scents that I wanted to get. So I was happy to have another bar of it. It wasn't one that I was like ecstatic about, but I enjoyed the scent when I melted it a year ago. I just wish it would have been stronger. So this one has notes of mistletoe, cherry, and forest, whatever that means. So I'm actually melting this in my bedroom today. I put the whole bar in my bedroom, kind of remembering how it was light last year. This is beautiful. It is such a nice, like, fresh scent, fresh greenery, fresh tree, and then you get just hints of the cherry. And it's not cherry, it just sweetens it up a little bit. Such a nice bar. I definitely would actually buy more of this one now. I mean, it's not one I'm going to be super upset about not having, but I would definitely pick up more of this if I saw it in a flash sale or in the clearance section. Really liked it, and I definitely think it was stronger this year than it was last year. So that is everything for Scentsy. We will move into a vendor wax, and I will start with the vendors that I only have one item of. So from Swanky, I finished a buttery toast and jam strawberry pound cake custard. This was gifted to me from Steph the Scented Gemini. Thank you so much, Steph. Actually, this was a piece, and it was a pretty big piece, and I didn't even have to chop it. I was able just to break it in half, and I used it in 2 warmers. Really, really beautiful, slightly perfumey, but I got a lot of that buttery toast and jam. Beautiful fragrance. I am new to Swanky's wax. I haven't had a lot of her wax, so I'll have to kind of get through. Stephanie was so generous and sent me quite a bit of it, so I'm looking forward to melting more of her stuff and kind of getting an idea of how her wax performs for me, but enjoyed that a lot. Then from Rose Girls, I finished off one of my absolute favorites. This is Autumn Mountain. I think a lot of people really enjoy this scent. This is Cider Lane, Dunk My Donut, and Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. Her Dunk My Donut oil is just something super special. It truly smells like you're walking into a donut shop and you're getting a donut that is just covered in cinnamon and sugar. Then you get the Cider Lane and the Pumpkin Pecan Waffles alongside of it. A beautiful fall bakery. This is a strong performer and a long-lasting scent. Pretty sure I have another bag of that, but love that one. Another one that I love, I have a couple that I love right in a row. From Knowles Farm Scents, I finished off a Treats by the Fireplace. one of my favorites from his shop. This is Sugar Cookie Royal, Sweet Bakery Dough, Zucchini Bread, and By the Fireplace. I mean, this is one that's good on cold, but truly changes and comes to life on warm. It is a beautiful bakery scent, not super smoky. I love that sugar cookie dough, the Sugar Cookie Royale, so good. If you like zucchini bread, if you like, you know, bakery scents, a little bit of earthiness kind of from the By the Fireplace, 10 out of 10, recommend this one. From Super Tarts, had a half bam of Morning Walk. I've talked about this one so much on this channel. I adore this fragrance. This is Brisk Air, Morning Dew, Fall Leaves, Warm Amber, and Dirt. This is the scent that got me into dirt blends in general. I love this one so very much. It's dirt, and you smell the dirt, but it's fresh, and you get the earthiness of the other scents. It truly smells like you are taking a walk in the woods on like a fall morning. Everything is very fresh still. The ground is kind of damp. You're getting the earthiness from the trees around you. It is a stunning fragrance. And this is a powerhouse. This lasts forever in your warmers. So when I put this in my warmers, I knew I wasn't going to have to change my wax for a while. So I ended up doing this throughout the whole house, my open concept, and then into some of the bedrooms. And I think I let this go for 24 hours. I know there was a full day where I'd never changed my wax. So it was at least 2 days before I changed it. And I probably could have let it go even longer. But after 2 full days, it had definitely died down quite a bit. But if you're looking for, I mean, Super Tarts in general, if you're looking for great performing wax, her stuff is amazing. Highly, highly recommend. Then my last kind of single is from Candles by Victoria. This is the first Candles by Victoria scent, as far as I'm aware, that I've ever melted, and that is in Hayride. So I cut this scent shot into 4, and I put 1 in my bathroom warmer and 3 in the wax room. This was so strong. I don't know how to describe this scent. It's earthy and fall-like, but it's very fresh. There might be like a little bit of a citrus note to this. There's something very bright and kind of effervescent a little bit about this fragrance. But this was wafting down the hallway into the open concept through for days. And I think after the second or third day, I changed the wax in my wax room warmers. And even after I changed the wax, I could still smell this like lingering in the air. It was an incredible performer, really great scent, and I'm excited to melt more of my Candles by Victoria stuff here in the future. Next, we have some Second and Spruce. First off, I finished a bag of Thanksgiving stretchy pants. I have more of this, thank goodness, because this is unbelievable. This is pumpkin pie, apple pie, sugar cookie, and hints of pecan, caramel, brown sugar, and mallow fluff. This is what you want your house to smell like on Thanksgiving. It's like a mixture of all of the perfect Thanksgiving pies and this beautiful blend of holiday baking spices. This was an exceptional combination. It didn't last as long as I would have liked it to, but it still probably threw a good like 10 hours or so before it really died off and I couldn't smell it anymore. So actually I put this in my open concept and then I had a few pieces left. So once it died off later in the day, I actually just cleaned the warmers and I put the rest of it into the warmers because I didn't want to carry it over till next year, and it was such an amazing, beautiful scent. Highly recommend if you like bakery, or if you're looking for something for next Thanksgiving that would be just the perfect melt, that is it. Next I have Autumn Kitchen. This was, I think, a mini loaf, yes. This is Falling Leaves Rich Pie Crust, a dash of cinnamon and sugar. Really pretty. I probably should have saved this for next year because when I melted it, I was a little bit over leaves at the moment, just because I've melted so much of it this fall. But this is a beautiful fall leaves and kind of cinnamon sugar baking spices. Really, really pretty scent. And then pumpkin hand pie. Okay, I've said here on this channel quite a bit that I'm not a huge pumpkin person, but every single pumpkin that Second and Spruce has done, I've really enjoyed. So this is pumpkin pie filling, fried dough, and flaky crust. What I think it is about her pumpkin is that it smells authentic. I guess a lot of the other pumpkins smell very artificial or overly spiced or baby food-esque. This smells so authentic to what a pumpkin pie smells like. I've never had other wax other than from Erica that smells so authentic to what I feel like pumpkin pie truly smells like. This one did it for me. It truly was like pumpkin crust and just a little bit of the spices. Exceptional blend. Absolutely would buy more of that. And that's surprising for me. I thought that I would enjoy that one, but I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. So, so good. Okay, and then from Lavender and Speckles, I have a few here. I've been trying to make sure I keep working on my Lavender and Speckles because I have a lot of her wax and I have ordered from pre-orders from her a lot this year. And so my collection is always getting more wax added to it. So I want to make sure I'm also using the wax that I have from her. From the Barbershop sampler, I finished off the blend of Barbershop and Strawberry Pound Cake. Melted this in my bedroom. Love the Barbershop for the bedrooms, and honestly a lot of her samplers in general I find work really well in my bedroom. Great performer. Felt like the Barbershop stood out the most. Then I got the hints of the Strawberry Pound Cake. Beautiful scent. From the Pine Cone sampler, I melted Salty Butterscotch Pine Cones. This one is Yummy Butterscotch, the Bath & Body Works Salted Butterscotch type, blended with roasted pine cones. I liked this one. I'm not a huge butterscotch person, and I definitely feel like you could smell the butterscotch, but I love her roasted pine cones, so I enjoyed this blend. Probably not one I need to get more of just because I don't love butterscotch, and she has other pine cone blends that I like more, but still really good, especially if you do like butterscotch. Marshmallow Mountains. This is citrus, cinnamon, blue sage, amber, tonka, cedarwood, and fireside marshmallows. What this one really smelled like to me was if you took Barbershop and you added musk to it. It's very, very similar to me to Barbershop, and then I do get a muskiness to it. It is beautiful. This was a small bag, so it had 6 pieces. I put 3 in my bedroom, 3 in the wax room. Stunning, stunning scent. So if you like Barbershop and you want it mixed with a little bit of musk, that's the best way I can describe Marshmallow Mountain. Really, really pretty. Pipe Smoke and Sugar Cookies. This is one of my older bags, so definitely I'm trying to focus on some of these older ones. This is pipe tobacco blended with maple bourbon and sugar cookie royale. I really loved this one. I was kind of expecting the pipe smoke, the pipe tobacco, the maple bourbon, it to be a little bit of a deeper scent, but in actuality, this was very fresh. It gave me almost a fresh tobacco scent rather than like somebody was smoking it, if that makes sense. Very fresh, plus you got that bakery note from the Sugar Cookie Royale. I liked that one a lot. He's going back and forth from window to window. And then lastly, from Lavender and Speckles, I have Smoked Cedar and Oud. This is a resinous, relaxing, woody blend of true smoked cedar and oud embers, highlighted with warm notes of clove, cedarwood, and spearmint on a base of patchouli and amber. It really was cedar. You got a lot of the oud wood and you got some smokiness. A really nice scent. I really enjoy scents like this. Did this one stand out compared to others? Probably not. I have so many woodsy oud heavy scents, I feel like, from vendors in the last year or two. I feel like oud wood has been a very popular oil, but this was beautiful and I really enjoyed it. Her wax just does amazing for me in my home. All right, and then lastly, I've got Teddy Bees. So I've got a bunch of samples and then just one souffle. Maybe we'll do the one souffle first. Melted this today in my open concept. That is Mr. Claus. So I have another souffle of this, luckily, because I loved this one so much. I have been hoarding it from last year, wanting to make sure it had enough cure time. Did I tell you the notes? This is Cranberry Woods, Frosted Circus Sugar Cookies, and Palo Santo. Oh, so good. You really got the Cranberry Woods. And then you also really got that frosted sugar cookie. Bakery notes really came out. This was strong. I did change my warmers this afternoon, like I said, to the sweet plum pastry butter pecan mixture, but this lasted a good 10 hours before it died off. I have another souffle of it, luckily, so I will save that for next Christmas, just in case it doesn't come back before then, but highly recommend if you like cranberry at all. And then for the samples, so these are samples that were so kindly gifted to me from Summer Michelle for my Teddy Bees Master Scent List series. So I've been melting them after I film the video for that letter. I have 2 of Fuzzy Socks because she accidentally sent me 2 of Fuzzy Socks. This has notes of warm woods, cashmere socks, and marshmallow fireside. I wanted to melt this one in particular before the Teddy Bees RTS to try to decide if I wanted to get more of it, because this was offered in her RTS. I love this scent. This is such a beautiful, cozy bedroom type fragrance. I feel like you've got a lot of the wood, a lot of the cashmere socks. Very, very cozy. It was one that I was a little bit nervous about because I'm not a cashmere person, but it's cashmere cream that I don't like. I've come to find out I really like other cashmere blends. I like cashmere cedar. It's just cashmere cream. So highly recommend Fuzzy Socks. So, so beautiful. I hope you guys were able to get your hands on some more of that during the RTS. Dream State. I can't remember if I have a full size of this one or not. I'm thinking I don't, but this was sweet lavender, pink sugar, and vanilla marshmallow cream. Such a good lavender. I think her lavender in general is just beautiful. I loved the pink sugar blended with this. This would be just a perfect bedroom type scent. I melted it in my bathroom and it was good, but I would have loved to melt this at night in my bedroom. Just a really sweet lavender, and I really like the pink sugar addition to it. Cashmere and Apples. This one is White Cashmere Woods, Beach Treats, Notes of Apples, and Damp Woods. Again, another just a beautiful scent. This one leans very bedroom, bathroom to me. It's very fresh. The apple's not like overly Mac apple or anything like that. It's a very fresh blend, almost spa-like in a way, body care-esque. Highly recommend Cashmere and Apples. It's one that I would love to see come back. And it's so exciting, and I'm so grateful to Summer for sending me these samples, because Some of these scents, in particular with cashmere in them, I probably never would have tried. You know, I mean, I spend a lot of money on Teddy Bees, I do, but at some point you got to cut it off. And so the cashmere ones are usually easy ones for me to, you know, cut off. But I think I need to explore the cashmere ones a little more because I'm really liking them. Here's another cashmere one, Dark Desires. This has notes of cashmere cream, berries, vanilla orchid, cotton candy, and musk. For me, I think it's the blackberries, the cotton candy, and the musk that really makes the scent for me. This is beautiful. I get the musk. The cashmere cream is not really present, which for me, I'm really happy about. I get the berries. I get the hints of the floral from the vanilla orchid. Very body care type of fragrance. Definitely a bedroom scent. Love the musk in this. So beautiful. And then lastly, I have had this one before, but Summer sent me a little sample just to like tide me over, and that is in Earth. So you've probably maybe heard us raving about this scent. I got a clamshell in this from an RTS a couple of years ago. And I guess, yeah, this was poured in April of 2023. So that's probably the last time it was offered, was maybe an RTS right then. Loved this so much. I'm so glad that it came back this last pre-order and I stocked up, but Summer sent me a little bit from her clamshell that she had, and so I melted this in my bedroom. Fresh cut grass, raindrops, moist dirt, and dewy citrus. Oh my gosh. I mean, it is dirt, but it's subtle. I think this smells a lot like wet grass, like wet, newly mown grass. So this in my bedroom, it is such a beautiful, fresh scent. Perfect for the spring and summer. If you like earthy scents, if you like fresh cut grass, dirt at all, I highly, highly recommend Earth. But that is it. Those are all of my empties, and good timing because for when it's about to be pitch black dark, it looks like, and I've got a puppy here that is ready to play. So I better get going. I know the lighting stinks in this video, but thank you. Show me some grace. Just needed to get my empties out and had a few minutes to do so. So here we are, just swinging it. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing everything that I finished over the last few weeks. I really hope that you all enjoyed, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.